Snapping twig, the blowing breeze, darkness brings a vague unease. Hi everybody, I'm Brad Roberts from Crash Test Dummies. Welcome back to Hookist, where we've been writing a Christmas song, and boy has it been fun. Here's what we've got so far. Underneath his red cap and his curly white beard, there is a man from the north who is twisted and weird. Living for years in the cold, fierce North Pole, the seclusion has finally taken its toll. The elves, they all fear him and bow to his whim, and even poor Rudolph's red nose has grown dim. He mumbles and scratches out lists on the trees and draws golden angels in the snow with his pea. Then suddenly, on the curb right in front of his home, sat a shiny red parcel delivered by drone. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Our runners-up are the following. We have Pamby. Was Bezos mocking Santa in his low-tech ways? Does he really think the drones are cooler than sleighs? Well, I had to actually look up Bezos, and I think you mean Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon, which makes it quite brilliant, really. And yes, this could work really nicely. I mean, I almost put it in there, just frankly, so nice one, Pamby. Here's another one from Dan Herman. X marks the spot, Santa said with a grin. Time for Santa 2.0 to begin. Dan Herman, thank you. Pekka Pop, who continues to shower, to inundate us with lines. Crazy, crazy lines. You're a strange person, Pekka Pop. But I had to give you a shout out today again. While facing the wonders of what in the hell, Santa's new era has programmed itself. Sorry, I could have delivered that a little better, Pekka Pop, but Santa's new era has programmed itself. That had some juice. That had some jam. Now, I'm thinking that we've got 4 winners today. 4 winners. So that what the poem turns into is this. I'm going to actually go back and read the beginning of the poem, and then I'll put it all together so you can hear how it flows. Underneath his red cap and his curly white beard, there is a man from the north who is twisted and weird. Living for years in the cold, fierce North Pole, the seclusion has finally taken its toll. The elves all fear him and bow to his whim, and even poor Rudolph's red nose has grown dim. He mumbles and scratches out lists in the trees and draws golden angels in snow with his pea. Then suddenly, on the curb right in front of his house sat a shiny red parcel delivered by drone. In front of his home sat a shiny red parcel delivered by drone. He slicked back his hair, and he gathered his pride, then spat on the floor and proceeded outside. For just a split second, he smiled at the gift. Then, grabbing the drone, shouted, "Paradigm shift!" A box inside the drone made Santa's eyes twinkle. Could this be a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle? With the box to his ear, he gives it a shake. It leaps from his hands. The gift is awake. Very nice, right? So what we've got here are 4 new lines. The first 3 lines fill up the second verse, which we already had 1 line for. When I say line, I mean couplet. So we've now got a full second verse, which is to say 4 couplets, and then we've got verse 3 starting with the very final couplet. With the box to his ear, he gives it a shake. It leaps from his hand. The gift is awake. A perfect way to open up a new verse, because now we're finding out what's actually inside. We've got a whole verse that just talks about the drone and what could be in there. And now verse 3, we're jumping in. So it's perfect. To give everyone their due, G.T. Edwards, he slicked back his hair while he gathered his pride, then spat on the floor and proceeded outside. That was G.T. Edwards. Thank you, G.T. Hamish Clark was responsible for just a split second. He smiled at the gift, then grabbing the drone, shouted, "Paradigm shift." Paradigm shift, by the way, is a term that I think became popularized by Karl Popper in a book about the history of science. That's just an aside. And then finally, two more lines that we're keeping. A box inside the drone made old Santa's eyes twinkle. Could this be a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle? And yes, Pamby, you finally got your damn Pappy Van Winkle in there. And then Daniel Evans was the one who wrote, with the box to his ear, he gives it a shake. It leaps from his hand. The gift is awake, which was a truly brilliant imaginative stroke. So, looking forward to next time in a big way. I guess today's Wednesday, so that'll be Friday, 2 days from now. Hope you're all well. Hope you're keeping sane in the holiday season. Keeping sane. I guess you could go both ways with that. All right. Good night.
A snapping twig, the blowing breeze, darkness brings a vague unease. Smell of rain, a flash of light, the scene is lit, turns back to night.